Bryce has a great body, perfect posture, and the schooling to be a mate to a wealthy Kinncaid heir. He walked back and planted his hands on his father's desk. But I'll bet my inheritance she's not pregnant. Then you'd lose. His father opened the desk drawer and took out a folded document, tossing it on the desk. What the hell is this? Ian snatched it up and opened it. The check marks on the neat form. Blood work, pelvic exam, HCG levels. He flipped to the next page, and the bottom dropped out of his stomach. Pregnancy confirmed. He sat back in the chair. Holy shit. His mind scrambled. Valentine's Day he'd been in, and they'd met at the hotel. The round of sweaty sex ended in a fight that broke them up. Or rather, the fight ended the bout of sex short of his orgasm, thanks to Bryce calling out a name, and it sure as hell hadn't been his. Ian took a deep breath, huffed it out, and scanned down the sheet, flipped it back to the doctor's form to read the handwriting at the bottom. Patient 8 weeks gestation. It was currently the end of May, which would mean she was pregnant the end of March. Thank you, God. It's not mine, he strangled out. What? Bryce told Eddie the baby was yours. His heart slammed in his chest, but he bit down. She's lying. The last time we were together was at Valentine's, and the job was somewhat— Ian looked up at his father before continuing, unfulfilled, if you get my drift, Dad. Jock rubbed his forehead. She said you would deny it, said you didn't want to marry her, but I didn't believe it, never believed it, he muttered. Well, believe it, I'm not marrying her. Ian threw the papers back on the desk and leaned back, wanting to get up and pace. Jock, his brow crinkled, his brows low over his eyes, said, You were in for spring break, down from Harvard. You and Bryce went out then. So they had. He'd had too much to drink, but had already spilled his guts to his brother earlier that afternoon about how he was going to have to talk to Bryce again because she wasn't getting the point they were over. Aiden had agreed. Apparently the woman had told all and sundry they were still together. Nothing happened. Ian stood and rubbed the back of his neck. Yeah, I drank a bit, but when she tried to kiss me, I told her to forget it. It was over. They'd been down at the lake. He still remembered how pissed she'd gotten, the way she tried to tackle him down, all joking, but there had been a determined glint in her eye. The way she crooned she could make it good for him. Now he understood it. She'd known then, and she'd needed them to have sex. Lucky as hell for him that his brother Aiden had walked up. Ian started to tell his father that, but no, this was his mess. He wasn't about to drag Aiden in on it. Instead, he turned and looked at his father. I'm sorry, the baby isn't mine. There is simply no way. There's all kinds of ways. You said yourself you'd been drinking. Those eyes already told Ian what his father thought. You think I'm lying? Jock opened his mouth, then snapped it shut. He pointed his finger at Ian. You're going to do the right thing. I didn't raise you any other way. Ian could only stare at his father. I'm not marrying her. Period. Yes, you are. Rage quickly roiled through him, but he'd learned long ago he and his father were way too damn much alike. Calm, calm, calm. He took another deep breath. Tell her to set up a paternity test. The incredulous look on his father's face might have been humorous at any other time. Knowing Bryce could weasel around that, Ian added, and let Mom set it up with a doctor she knows and trusts. The red crept up his father's face. You're going to marry her. No. He walked back to the desk and leaned across it, looking his father in the eye. Why didn't the old man trust him? No son of mine will turn his back on his baby and the woman carrying it. Ian straightened. What? You heard me. Repeat it. Jock swallowed, his face twisted and furious. Your mother and I raised you better. You will do the right thing. Ian waited a beat and bit down. And if I don't do what you think is the right thing, then you can leave. He threw up a hand. Kincaids don't shirk their responsibilities, Ian finished with him. Their eyes locked and clashed, their breaths both heavy, fueled with anger. I won't marry her. Not now, not tomorrow. If I did find out she